I am so stoked. I'm so stoked right now to have a van.
We're Brittany and Drew, two hopeful adventurers who got married, moved into a van, and have been chasing adventures all around the globe ever since, and are now searching for a place to call home here in Portugal.
Subscribe and join the ride.
Transporting you back to our slice of paradise, where tiny cafes and pastries filled with nata, the traditional Portuguese sweet egg custard, fill our days with sweetness, so when the happenings of moving abroad get tough, which they will, and they do in today's episode especially.
What do I do? Hopefully nobody saw what just happened.
There's always something there to help soothe the sting, like the sweet, sweet sounds from our accordion-playing neighbor the night before Drew went to pick up our new home.
See you later. It's a very exciting day. So today I'm picking up the journey where I left off the other day. I have to take a 2-hour bus up to Coimbra, where I'm gonna get picked up by the guy who's selling our van.
Remember Joao from our last episode?
And then yes, I get to go to the dealer, finalize the paperwork, and pick up our own rolling home. I'm so excited about this. It's gonna be a good day. Headed right there to the bus station. Let's go get on that bus. I'm in a bit of a rush. It's 6 a.m. Felt like that bus ride flew right by. I was able to catch up on some emails, just enjoy the ride. I do have to say, I'm really looking forward to having wheels again of our own and not relying on public transportation. It's great that there's another option, and in Europe, I think it's a lot more convenient and a lot more reliable than it is in several of the places in the US or in other countries. But I'm just waiting to get picked up, and then I get to get to our camper. It's very exciting. Don't shave there.
Passport.
Because I don't speak any Portuguese, I'm having to use Google Translate, which is an incredible tool that allows me to translate the document right now. And Joao and his dad are being such amazing folks, being patient and allowing me to do what I gotta do here. As part of the buying process that I wanted to make sure that we did was check the VIN number with the vehicle to make sure that everything matches. I once owned a vehicle that it actually didn't match out, and it created a lot of headache at the DMV. VF, so matches. Key?
Yes.
Full signature or initial?
Oh,
total?
No,
just little.
Little.
Now for the last step in the buying process, I have to actually transfer the remainder of the funds less the deposit that I made the other day. And because the transaction's a large amount, the bank is putting a block on it. So I have to call the bank here in Portugal, let them do whatever they gotta do behind the scenes, release the block so that I can actually get Joao paid. Joao, do you wanna be paid? Joao wants to be paid, and I wanna take the camper home. Obrigado. And there it is. There's our new home. Look at this bad boy. First stop is a couple stores. I gotta pick up a couple things for the camper. Joao and his dad were fantastic to work with. I don't think they've ever made a transaction before in English. Primero vende in English? It's great. Thank you guys. You guys were great to work with. We look forward to going many places in your beautiful country in this van. Ciao.
Ciao.
Ciao. We actually bought a car, a vehicle, a camper, a small RV. I'm gonna call this a camper. I'm not sure it's quite a van, but I am so stoked. I'm so stoked right now to have a van.
It is another hot day here in Portugal, or at least inland in Tomar. Out by the water, less than an hour away, it's like 20 degrees cooler. But at least there's a river right here to jump into. Is it
a black swan or just a really stunning goose? I think it's a black swan. Wow.
Look at this. It's like the little Riviera of Tomar. It's chilly. It's gonna be worth it. Whenever I'm about to jump into cold water, I just tell myself it's another sensation of life. It's a sign that I am living. So 3, 2, 1. I'm alive. It feels amazing. What a great way to stay cool on a hot summer day. Always go, guys. Always go. That felt amazing. It's little moments like this when I miss having Drew around, but I bet he is so stoked to be picking up our van right now. Or caravan, RV, camper? I don't know what to call it, because van life has been our lives ever since before we got married. Regardless of what form of a rolling home we're living in, we might just forever call it van life. But it's more defined by the mindset than it is the kind of vehicle, I think. And in reality, not much is changing about the way we live, except for the fact that we're gonna have a little bit more space. Even though this camper is a little bit shorter than Spirit, our van back in the US, is 21 feet long, and this camper is 19 feet long, but it feels so much wider. Our bathroom is actually next to our bed in the back, like they fit next to each other widthwise, which is crazy. I can't wait until you guys can see it, and I can't wait till Drew returns with it. I hope he's having a good day today and that everything goes as planned, or at least smoothly if it doesn't go as planned. But something else I can't wait for is my AG1, and this is something that I look forward to every single day, because with our lives changing and our house moving, and even if our house wasn't moving, it's hard to get the nutrients that we need solely from our food these days. And with AG1, we get 75 vitamins, minerals, and nutrients that help keep our bodies balanced. It takes care of our hormones, our guts, our brain, our immune systems. It's just 1 scoop or travel pack a day, and it's nutritional insurance without needing to fill your entire medicine cabinet with a whole bunch of supplements. This is everything in one. It's the most convenient and comprehensive way to take care of yourself. And if you want to get started on this healthy habit, you can join us by using our link below. You will get 5 free bonus travel packs and a full year supply of vitamin D. We're so grateful that we got on the AG1 train about 2 years ago, and there's no looking back. Especially with all of the pastries and gelatos that we've been enjoying out here, it's nutritional insurance. Also, I'm grateful to be beating the heat by having wet hair to go back into my little editing studio, our tiny little apartment in the town here. But with wet hair and I'll probably leave my wet bathing suit on, it really helps keep me cool. Also, you might have noticed here, my little wart friend that I was battling with, he's basically gone. He's left the building. I just can't wait to move into our first home in Portugal. I can't believe it's really happening today's day. And it's only just the beginning.
I just had the biggest smile on my face that whole time. I don't think I ever anticipated the day would come when we would have a European van again. Once we got rid of our Ford Transit, the Howlin' Yowler, back in 2018.
This is our last campsite with the Howler. We've slept
so many spots.
like 600 and something nights in the Howler.
Yeah, like 650 or
650 nights. And these are the last 2 nights. And then we don't know what is next. Some of you might remember that famous tune from our early day vlogs. But after giving our UK van away to a sweet newlywed couple we met through mutual friends in Portugal, we said goodbye to the first home we ever owned together, our beloved honeymoon mobile, who might have been rusted to bits by the time we were done with him, but nonetheless, we would forever cherish every memory made with the Howlin' Yowler, who had carried us over 40,000 miles across Europe and Africa, making us fall in love with every country we explored. And of course, Portugal being one of them. The Howlin' Yowler, he yells at the moon. The Howlin' Yowler, da 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 da. Howler, I love you. Look at you. You're so handsome. You're so rough, so tough. Look at your wheels. They've carried us so many places.
That was the end of that chapter, and I didn't quite know that we would ever own a van again here in Europe. And lo and behold, here I am in our whole new house. They just told me they've been running it for 4 years. It's a dad and his son, and he's got to be so proud of his son. He's in his early 20s, Joao. He had this crazy idea to sell used cars, and his dad went with it, and I love how entrepreneurial they are. He told me they've sold about 70 cars in that 4-year period, and that's during the pandemic too. They were total professionals and walked through every little question I had about the camper and the buying process.
We should say that when we bought the Howler in 2016 in England, it was a bit simpler since the language was the same.
Highly, highly recommend them, and one day we might go back to them to buy another car. Who knows? For them and myself to actually buy a vehicle using a different language and all my crazy questions, that was wild. I'm starving, guys. And luckily, Brittany packed me a lunch. She's the best wife in the world. So, manja. I'm gonna eat before I go into this camping store. Things were pretty good in this moment. I just bought our van, I was enjoying the space, and I was running through a list of things that I needed to pick up at the store I was parked at. Oh no. It's lunchtime. They're closed from hour of 13, which is 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock. I just ate my lunch. I've been sitting here eating my lunch while the store's been opened, and now when I'm ready to finally come in, they're closed. All right, you can tell we're newbies to Portugal. I guess I'll go to another store until the camping store is open again.
If only it were that easy.
Hello?
Babe, you're not gonna believe what I just did.
You got a ticket.
No, I ate my lunch while the store was open, and then I went to go in it and they closed for lunch.
Oh my gosh.
I totally forget they close for lunch here in Europe.
Until 2 or something?
Till 3. So I'm gonna go to the Brico Marché and come back to the camping store.
Oh my god.
I was just sitting here enjoying my lunch, having a big smile on my face, and crap.
But isn't that cute that they close for lunch?
It is cute. Crank that AC up. Do you guys see what I'm seeing? I'm trying to leave the camping store parking lot and there's a huge barricade and gate across it. I am totally stuck in here right now. They went to lunch, probably thought I was a service RV, and now I'm locked in. What? Oh my gosh. What do I do?
What you can't see is the fact that Drew was on a major incline with the nose of our manual van already less than an inch from the closed gate, since he was trying to see if a sensor would trigger to open if he got closer. But no.
Oh my gosh. It's not like there's even a sensor. I'm stuck for 2 hours.
Soon after.
You guys don't even know what just happened. That incline going up the gate, because this vehicle is manual, I was rolled up onto it, pressing on it. I was trying to shift. The van didn't have enough power to go backwards. I finally floored it. The engine smells a lot. The shifter came off in my hand. What is going on? What? It's the knob? We gotta get back up this hill. And I was able to back all the way back up to where I was. I'm just gonna chill here until somebody comes and lets me out, or at least I can go shopping at 3 o'clock. Hopefully nobody saw what just happened. I am so stressed right now. So stressed. Just chill, Drew. Just chill.
Two hours later.
Seeing that car is the best news ever, because that means the gate's open again and I didn't kill it. I was afraid the van pressing up against it was gonna like throw it off the rack, then I was gonna have to like pay for damages or something. Oh my gosh, what a relief. Well, I'm rested now, let's go shopping.
You just have to see what you need. I have the wire for this one, yes.
Okay. Male and male, and then I want an adapter that goes from male to female.
Like this.
10 meters? Do you think that's good?
I think so.
Yeah.
I'm going to cut the
Perfect.
cable, okay?
Perfect.
10 meters.
Okay. So this is a very different experience. There's somebody back here who's in the parts department, and we're looking through a catalog, and then he goes and pulls a specific part that I'm in need of. Wire, connectors, for shore power, and adapter. So I went to the RV store. They told me if I want a extension cord for our camper, I was gonna have to build it. So I did. Fingers crossed that this works. USB so we can charge our phones, as well as the broken handle I have here off the top hatch. We definitely need a backup camera, without question. Do you sell reverse cameras?
I have like this ones. You have to wire it all the way.
All the way, okay. I built this one into my camper van back in America.
Okay.
If I had to have one essential tip for any van, RV, camper, get a backup camera.
You have a big screen also.
Ah, it is a really big screen. Most people install it into the dashboard then.
Yes.
Yeah. There it is. It's a little barbecue. That's exactly what I'm looking for. As much as I wanted to buy all the things and kit out a new living situation all at once, I knew it would be worth leaving a few good things for the antique markets. We do love ourselves a good treasure hunt. That bloody gate right there, that caused a lot of problems earlier. Oh, I'm so grateful to be through that.
With one very unexpectedly long visit to store number 1, Drew had a few more stops to make before returning home with our home.
I knew you'd fit me like a glove the day I fell in love with the way you said my name.
What in the world just happened? That was like pressurized from where I was holding the diesel in there. Just went. Story of my day, guys. Holy cow. Life is hard without my wife around. I need Mrs. Adventure. Apparently when I push the nozzle all the way in, there's like a foam seal that's formed and it just geysered up on me there. I guess you live and learn. This is my first day. Every day is an adventure, guys. Every day is an adventure. See how we're doing on the price. Is it full? Oh, it looks full. I think we're full. Next up was a home improvement store where I picked up some zip ties, a multimeter for checking the voltage on our batteries, wire for the USB plugs I'll be installing, scissors, your basic tool set, razors for splicing wires, etc., WD-40 for lubing things, a very handy set of screwdrivers, super glue, electrical tape, duct tape, jumper cables, a hose so we can fill up with water, and a measuring tape so we can make sure that all of the necessities fit safely and snugly into our new tiny home. Well guys, today was so much longer than I expected. There was a lot that went into just getting this van paid for, picked up, the whole shebang, and now trying to kit it out with some things that'll just make our lives that much more comfortable. I'm wiped. I don't know about you guys, but I gotta walk back over to the place Brittany and I are staying at and go find my lovely lady. So, good night guys.
Phew, what a day that was. And just wait for the next episode. Move-in day. It's right around the corner. We'll see you back here soon.